Some guitar intros just stick with you. You hear a few notes and you instantly recognize the song. Most of the time, it's not just chords that make it special. It's actually how they're played. The rhythm, the picking, the movement, that's what really makes people stop and listen. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 iconic acoustic guitar intros and break down the patterns behind them so you don't just copy the parts. You actually understand what's going on. By the end of this lesson, beside learning these famous intros, you'll have a new way to play chords that sound more musical. So now let's start with the first intro. Alright, I'm sure you've already heard this one. Here Comes the Sun. So in this intro, we use 3 chords, but we add suspensions to create that beautiful melody. Here's the breakdown. For the first bar, we have our quarter note on the D. Then we play a full D chord. On an upstroke, play the 2nd string, 3rd fret. On the downstroke, we have that suspension I was mentioning, so the 9th. Then on an upstroke, put back your 2nd finger. On the downstroke, you play the D back again. And then on the upstroke, you play the 2nd string and the 3rd string only. So for the 2nd bar, we have straight 8 notes. So we play the D 2 times, down, up, then a regular D chord. On the upstroke, lift your 2nd finger. Now we have the 9th. Then downstroke on the D. Upstroke from the 2nd string and the 3rd string only. Downstroke on the D. And then you lift all of your fingers and you prepare for the G chord. So 2nd bar. To the 3rd bar. So for the 3rd bar, straight 8 notes all the way, still the same, but now we play from our bass note on the 3rd fret, downstroke, then we play the 3rd fret 2nd string and the open G string, then back again on the bass, and then you play a little higher. So you play this 6th I was talking about. So the open E here, and then the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So from the beginning of the bar, still alternating with the bass note and the top note. So here we are at the 2nd string, 3rd fret. And then lift all of the fingers like before to change your fretting hand to the A7. So now for the 4th bar, same thing, 8 notes, but now we play A7, the full chord, upstroke, lift the 2nd finger, play A7 again, then that suspension on the upstroke I was talking about, that suspension on the 4th degree. Then play the bass note, and then while switching back to the 2nd finger, you play a little higher and you try to hit that E string, open E string, and then back to the A7. So most of the work is learning the order of the notes to bring out the melody and try to focus on certain string, pretty much between the 2nd string and the 1st string, the IE string. This is where the melody shines. The concept behind all of this is that on the D chord, you can lift your 2nd finger. On the G chord, you can see if that IE can be useful on any of the song you're working on. You can try and make little melodies out of it. And also on the A7. You can try and add that suspension on the 4th here. All right, that's the first intro. Let's move on to the next one. So I'm sure you heard this one before. This one is more than a feeling from Boston. This one is more arpeggiated. So for the first bar, the D sus4, down, up. Then third and fourth beat, we're going to D, down, up, up, up. So second, third, and fret 0. That's it. And then we're going to our C sus2. I like to play it like this. Down, down, up, and then G on a B basis, down, down, up, down, up. That's how it feels more natural to me. So great, so that was our second intro. And just before we continue, don't forget you can download the free PDF in the description to follow along with all the examples. And now, what about this one? This one is Unwritten from Natasha Bedingfield. It doesn't really use full chord. It's more of a D drone in the bass with a melody on top. So for the first bar, we play an upstroke on the second fret first string, then a downstroke on the D. Then we do a pull off from the third fret to the second fret. Then play the D back again. Then we play a pull off from the second fret to the open string, the first string. So pull off like this, then go back to D again. That's our drone. And then with the pinky and the second finger, that's the finger I use. You can try and find easier ways for you to play it, but that's how I like to play it. A pull off from the fifth fret to the third fret. And then play the D back again. So it goes like this. So this one is very fun to play. Now let's look at another one I really like. I didn't know this song a year ago, but I had to learn it for an Elton John tribute band, and it became one of my favorite intros. This one sounds deeper and more spacious. We are on an A minor chord. The big idea is contrast, soft and loud. Start with a low note, then accent the top string. After that, play the low E, then slide from the third fret to the fifth fret on the low string, and hit the D string on the upstroke. Then lift your left hand and play harmonics at the 12th fret. After that, play the low E again and hit the harmonics at the 7th fret. Alright, so now let's try it slowly. This one is such a beautiful intro. I love how they integrated the harmonics. It's not something you hear that often, and is typical to the guitar in general. So it's very fun that they played that. All right, now let's look at our last intro, and this one is probably one of the most beautiful intro ever written. All right, this one is Angie from the Rolling Stone. It is very expressive and melodic. Beautiful intro. So here, like in the other intros, we mix chords and melody together. The right hand is less repetitive and follow the melody more closely. Let's try it slowly. So we have our harmonics at the 12th fret, which is the signature intro note for this song. And then we play a whole A minor. And we have our E, the open E string on the upstroke, the end of 1, then a downstroke on A minor. You can play it from the 4th string or the 3rd string, it doesn't really matter. So you can play the 2nd string, 1st fret, and then play here the G note, the minor 7th on the 1st string, 3rd fret. And then you play the open E again. Then you do an upstroke, you can play the 2nd string or even the 3rd string or both, doesn't really matter. Down, up, down on the 2 finger here, the 2nd finger, and the 3rd finger on the 2nd fret, 4th and 3rd string. And then while you play the low E open, you can lift your finger and prepare yourself for the E7, which is played like this. So 3rd finger on the 4th fret, 3rd string, 1st finger on the 2nd string, 3rd fret, and the open E. And then you're at the 2nd bar. So here, so open E string, 3rd string, 2nd string, the open E, you go back, 2nd string, 3rd string, but then you add your 2nd finger. That's why it's important to really have these fingers in place, because the 2nd finger will play the 6th string, 4th fret, and then the top 3 strings. Then you move to the 3rd fret, so that D sus2 on a G basis, which is like this. So 5th fret, 4th string, 5th fret, 3rd string, 3rd fret, 2nd string, 3rd fret, 1st string, and it goes like this. Then you move 2 frets down here, and you play that F sus4 to F, just all together, like 2 downstrokes. So the 1st fret, the 1st string, and the 2nd string before moving on to the final and 4th bar, where you go playing a C sus4 to C. Alright, those were some great intros, and there are definitely many more out there. Let me know which one is your favorite. So there you have it. 5 acoustic guitar intros that always sound great. And more importantly, many ideas of suspension you can use in your own playing and in other songs. If you found this helpful, make sure to download the free PDF in the description. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It really helps me keep making more videos like this for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.